Morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Final Friday at Rotary Club of Arcata Sunrise. We've got some Zoomers. I'm not the president, he's up there on the screen, but I'm Terri Clark and I'm filling in because he was felled by COVID. So we're going to do this, and we don't have the sound hooked up to the speakers in here, so Ian's going to watch for chat, and other people know to let him know when they want to say something. So here we go. Visiting Rotarians. I did not do these slides. I'm not throwing anyone under the bus, but I couldn't edit it last night, so I know it's visiting Rotarians. I think that's the other way around, isn't it? And we're going to Jim, can you come up here and talk so the people can hear? Sorry, I forgot that.
Jim Flamson from the Rotary Club of Calistoga, past district governor 2010-11, and happy to be here.
Are there other visiting Rotarians? Okay, Rotaract, Interact, are we any on the screen? Yay! Oh my gosh, I'm so not used to seeing you in real life. You want to come up here and introduce yourself, please?
Hi, I'm Terri. I'm the president of Interact. A quick little announcement. We're going to move to weekly meetings for Arcata High, so it would be awesome. I think Ian can send out my contact information, just if people could let me know as soon as they know about events so I can get those in time for the meeting and people have time to prepare. That would be awesome.
I'm Ian. I'm a member of Interact, and I'm really happy to be here.
Yes, of Rotarians.
Terri, I believe I have a guest in the room.
But we can't introduce her now. Jessica, you want to come up, please? You have a whole.
Fellow club members, I'd like to introduce to you Peggy Metzger. She's my guest again this week. She's with financial aid at Cal Poly Humboldt.
Terri, I have a guest in the room, I think.
Ian.
I believe I have Dallas Fuentes visiting as a guest.
Ah, there he is. Hello. Would you like to come up and introduce yourself? Thank you. Right here.
Okay.
We're going to talk to them.
Gotcha. Hi, I'm Dallas Fuentes. I just moved up to Arcata from North Carolina not too long ago. So, from North Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah. So, happy to be here.
happy to have you. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you. And Bob Johnson, where are you? Besides being muted.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
Uh-huh. In Hawaii?
Yes, I'm hanging out in Hawaii. Little grass shack over here. Mm-hmm.
What time is it there?
It is 4 a.m. Everybody should clap now.
So he gets the award for the most dedicated Rotarian.
Terri, we have a
Thank you.
farthest visitor.
Ian,
We have a visitor from afar. I believe Noemi is in the room.
we have a slide for her, so we're waiting.
Okay, yeah, okay.
We've already been embarrassing her, so we're going to wait and embarrass her a little more. Oh. Oh. Okay, I was hoping we'd introduce them with their program, but thank you very much. Okay, we do have more guests. Thank you. We're happy to have all of you here, there, and everywhere across the water too. So, District Training Assembly is next week. How many have signed up? District Training Assembly. Okay, that's next week. It's in Ukiah. It's really close. You could just go down for the day on Saturday. If you wanted to, you'd have to leave at 5 in the morning, but Bob's up earlier than that, so you could do that. And come back, it ends about 3, but Friday night, there's an event at the Grace Hudson Sun Museum, and they're going to have docents speaking about the plantings in the garden and everything. And so it's really part of our green initiative. So I hope that to see some of you there, it'll be great. I don't know anything about the Redwood Poetry Festival. Somebody know about volunteering for that weekend after next?
Signups will be coming out soon.
Signups will be coming out soon. Vanessa's firesides are the 2nd of May. Do you want to sit in the back, but then I call you to the front?
Firesides are May 2nd at 5:30 at the Griffin. It's a Monday evening. There'll also be a survey going out online if you can't make it in person. And then also you can feel free to contact me if you want to sit down and have a one-on-one, and we'll try to figure that out.
Okay. Our charter celebration, charter equals birthday in Rotary speak. It's our 30th birthday this year. It was actually officially last month. And because of everything that was going on, we put the party off a little bit until May 7th. Jessica, do you want to talk about this? Or I could. Okay, I could. All right. So it's going to be at the Redwood Lodge in Redwood Park. We're going to have catered hors d'oeuvres. There will be, of course, wine and beer because Arcata Sunrise and alcohol, you know. Anyway, so it's going to be a family event. It'll be in the afternoon, maybe 2 to 5. There'll be more information coming out about it soon. So we hope that everybody can be there and we can be in person, masked or not, but celebrate our birthday, our 30th birthday. Dustin, do you want to talk about Sunrise Scramble? Rebecca wants to talk about the scramble. Perhaps. I haven't memorized the slides. Okay, we'll get back to it if not. Okay, district conference, that's you for sure.
We do have some slides for district conference.
Oh, I do. Okay, all right, well, we'll just make the announcement and keep going. I didn't memorize the slides last night, sorry. Oh, and Romy. Rebecca's going to talk about Home Away from Home, which is this Sunday. Thanks.
Yeah, you still have one day left. And like Romy explained last week, this committee was formed in response to trying to make our BIPOC community at Humboldt and CR feel more welcome. So on this Sunday afternoon, our committee, including Romy, who still is trying to quit but is doing a poor job, we'll be distributing a meal from Roman's Kitchen, a BIPOC-owned business in the community. We always team up with them with one of those types of businesses, and then we'll also be handing out goodie bags. So if you have the opportunity today to stop by a store and get any of those donations and just drop them by Arcata City Hall, we would really super duper appreciate it. Because I have to do the shopping and people just donate money. So I'd really appreciate it if you just, get a couple items, drop them by City Hall. Feel free to take a picture of that. And it should be a fun event.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, we talked about the district training assembly. Here's more about it. And the club reimburses you for the $50 registration for the assembly itself on that Saturday, next Saturday. Who goes first? I recognize them. He's a little less furry in this picture, but I recognize him. Past District Governor Kathy Flamson.
Thank you. Thank you, and I apologize for not coming up here so you could see my big face in that square. So it's so good to be back here, and I love the fog. Being a coast girl, we feel at home here. And thank you all for all you've done in the past couple of years. In 2019, 2020, we had a little thing called COVID, so I couldn't award special awards to the clubs, and it's just so wonderful to be here with you. So today I'm here because it's all about you guys.
and AJ. Although he gets the award for, he turned in the paperwork, but I know you guys did all the work. So thank you so much. We had a special presidential award. This is from President Mark Maloney that you earned. Congratulations, Seth. The other thing that I did as district governor, I had the opportunity to award clubs a special award for my heart. My theme was close-knit community because I am a rabid knitter, and I just thought the district could be really close-knit, and you did a lot of that. You worked with other clubs, you worked with Interact and Rotaract, and you had Rotarian, close-knit Rotarian of the Year was Terri, and you checked off all the boxes. So I made you a little award for your flag or for you, whatever you'd like. And congratulations on all your hard work. I really appreciate that. And last but not least, COVID once again got our poor district governor, Dustin. And Calistoga was not able to give him the highly prized Calistoga gift. So I brought it in person for you. Congratulations. And I'm glad you're up and around. We've had a tough time, huh? There you go. Yay. Thank you.
I like to say this when there are other past district governors in the room, just for Dustin's education, but I've probably said it to him enough. You're governor for 1 year, and you get that P in front of your initials. You're a past district governor for the rest of your life. So, there you go. With all that entails. We won't go into details right now. Okay, so you just came up here and now you're back.
Yes, so one other thing that shut us down for a few years as far as live events, but right now we're back in action. So actually Kathy's district conference was going to be at the Fortuna River Lodge, but kind of as a nod to her, and now we're having it in our own backyard. We are having it back at the River Lodge live in person. So right back at you, Kathy. So, but we do now have the official schedule, and if you haven't signed up yet, please you all get an individualized registration in your email. And we have our speaker schedule solidified. And actually this year we have some pretty historic speakers that are going to be there. Namely, Saturday night, our speaker is going to be Sanford Smith. And if you all are unfamiliar with who Sanford Smith is, he actually argued the case to the Supreme Court that allowed women in the Rotary. So exactly, and he's going to be speaking at our conference to let us know about the experience and everything else. And then the following year, Jennifer Jones, she'll be our international president. She'll be the first female president internationally in Rotary. That's really, really exciting. And you'll want to be there at the very least to see Stanford, see him speak. But beyond that, it's a line for that. But then beyond that, it's rockabilly themed. So, you know, get ready. There's the phones and leather right there, and get ready to have fun, see in person, and do district awards like Kathy just did, and then and everything else. So, more details.
Dustin, there's a second slide with the rest of your schedule there.
There it is. We have jam-packed with stuff. So some of you may know Jamie Carroll. She's speaking on Friday night from Exchange Student. And then we have Brian Knight. He's actually making a video, and he's going to speak about his experience in Rotary with Ukraine. And then Dr. Jason Merriweather. He's actually he works for Cal Poly Humboldt State right now, and he's given a lot of speeches about leadership and his experience with Rotary and how influential it's been in his life. And then see Sanford's name right there. So, and we have a car show, we have a cocktail reception, we have sweets going on. So there's going to be a lot to do. Please sign up and find a way. And have that I'd love to.
Okay. Yeah. So one of the things about being where Dustin is right now in the governor line is a little bit of hysteria about the attendance at his district conference. Are we related here? Yeah, we're related. So I decided that I was going to give an incentive to club members who register for the district conference. It's a sushi spot gift card. If you feel guilty about taking a prize when you're doing something you ought to be doing as a Rotarian, you can always donate it to Final Friday. You can take me to lunch. You can take Dustin to lunch or dinner. It works, yeah. So of the people in the room, we have Tom and AJ, who's right next to me, and Maggie. And will someone take this to Vanessa, please? Or Vanessa can come and get it. So, and the people some people who aren't in the room, exactly, like Chris and Lisa, have also registered. So we're going to get these delivered. But anyway, it's ongoing. What's the deadline for registration? Okay, so you have until May 7th. Final Friday. Okay, we've got one donated back for Final Friday. I like that. Okay, thank you. You don't have, and AJ too. I'm not trying to make people feel guilty. Yes.
Could you also make mine a donation for Final Friday today too, possible?
Yours and Lisa's?
And mine, yes.
And Lisa's?
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I just happen to have them right here.
Well, thank you.
So thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we have another Final Friday item. Thanks very much for people who did that. And don't feel guilty if you didn't. It's cool. It's a prize. You get to do what you want with it. Noémi, I told you you had a slide. You come on up. You can take your mask.
Thank you. Well, it's so great to be back. Thank you for having me again this morning. I'm just here for a quite spontaneous and short visit for a week. I arrived yesterday, and driving up here, I didn't feel like much has changed, so I don't feel like I have anything exciting to tell you. But yeah, maybe a short what's going on in my life. When I got back after the exchange 10 years ago, I finished high school, and after that I went to work as a flight attendant for a national airline. I still do that part-time, but wasn't able to do it for the past 2 years. I just got back 2 weeks ago, actually, so very happy to be able to do that again. And then I just finished my studies at university. I went to law school and handed in my master's thesis in February. So now I have time to come and visit. And always worked at a law firm, or now also have the mentoring program at the university for our students, which I worked in the administration. And I will start with my trainees and internships in May to be admitted to the bar exam in approximately 2 years. So that's the plan for me. Yeah, I just had a talk with a girl who I babysat for years, and she was wondering whether to go on exchange or not. And I just think it was the time of my life. I'm really happy and glad I got the chance to do that, and I would always recommend doing it. So thank you also for giving us the opportunity to do such a program. It's just great. Thank you.
Yeah, I know. No big deal. Yeah, just a few things. Romy, this is you. You got to come up here.
That part over there of Arcata, that little Valley West part, that's us. That's Arcata. And people often forget that is such a sweet part of our community. And so well, actually, it was funny. Last time we talked to you, they said it was the second to last Sunday of every month. And then just last night, I got a new one that said it's the first Sunday of every month. And so we'll change there. It's cleaning up the streets in the Valley West area, and so needed. You know, we think about downtown. We
we think about our stretch of highway, but this part of our community really needs some love too. In many ways, it's among the most diverse of the members of our community and low income. And so anyway, just sprucing it up, get out there. And so while we did, I had to show our little Rotarian at work and get some, folks in our community to know that that's the kind of stuff we do. So anyway, put that on your calendars. Carlson Park is like, if you get off the freeway and all of the shopping center is on this side of Gentoli, Carlson Park is on the other side of Gentoli, right down toward the river. We actually didn't clean the park though. We all just grabbed gear and we walked all over the streets and all over the Valley West community and just picked up stuff everywhere. So yeah.
Can we get that picture? And I want to give you the award for the PR picture of it.
Turn my back to the camera.
Romy. Yeah,
Aww.
Who's this?
That is my brand new daughter, Penelope Ray, and she, or Ryan, and she was born last month, St. Patty's. And yeah, it was a long time coming. Just 10 years ago, I was holding a baby and I looked at my kids and said, okay, guys, I want one of these. And they all just went like this. And now that I have one, it's great. And shoot, I'm so happy. I still have a few pounds to lose, but other than that. Oh, and then the other good news is if anybody's here in town, we finished the Gonzales bar project, and they are open now, and I'd really like to encourage you all to go there. It was a big project for all of us, and for Joe, he really did a good job investing in this community. And I really want to give him a nudge and invite everybody out there. It's a good one. He's elevating the level, of the community and the bar community. It's different than that side of the street. It's kind of, I don't know how to divide towns, but man, it's good. I mean, there's even going to be events that may very well have dress codes and things like that. He's really, whether it works or not, he's trying. And I want to support him.
Thank you. So I wonder, how proud are you of this grandbaby and the bar? And it's Final Friday, so I'm just asking. You can think about it and get back to me soon.
How about $500?
I love that.
Okay.
That's a great number. Thank you. And she's very beautiful. Does she live locally? Is she here? Does she live here? Okay, so you get to see her. Oh, nice. Rebecca.
There's a second slide.
I just checked my email. Okay. The scramble. All right. May 13th. Right in between I've noticed, I've been paying attention, he's been paying attention to the calendar. What is the weekend before our event?
Charter night.
Charter night. What's the weekend after our fundraising event? Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so May is apparently Rotary Month. We are gonna pack it in. So on Friday the 13th, we will be having our scramble. I don't know if Susan's on the call, but I'm gonna divide our group into 13 teams. It's already done on my computer. It's been a really busy week. I will this weekend get out the teams, and what we're asking of the teams is we'd like you to, and we'll figure out the numbers, but in general, not all these, but a number of these. We need people to get teams. We have 4 teams. Hunter has 2 teams. I think Central, I forget. There's a spreadsheet. We need whole sponsors. So $250 per whole sponsor. And I think we're starting to fill that up. We also we're looking for some nice raffle prizes, right? People aren't going to want to spend an hour looking through a line. So we're looking for maybe having somewhere between 6 and 8 nice raffle prizes. So we're looking if groups do that. And then the last thing is we're looking to do cash prizes for the winner. So we're asking each team of like 5 to 6 people for $70. So, you know, 10 to 15 bucks a person, and that'll help us create our cash prizes, because a team of 4 might not want to split, or really, you know, like how do you split a, you know, like a barbecue?
Details to follow.
Yes. So we will also be getting out, the sponsor forms, because like when you do this, you actually have to create the forms yourself. Who knew? I guess the people who run all the Rotary events. And we'll be finalizing our posters to hand out and stuff. And we'll hear more about it next week. Sorry.
I was trying to be subtle, but I wasn't very successful. Yeah, I know. Okay, so are you introducing this program? Okay. Come on up, team, and I'm going to give you that.
So good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I have the privilege of introducing the HSU students who are helping us build a rainwater catchment system at Arcata Elementary. Victor, Katie, James, Clara, and they have a design for us, and then we'll work towards later in the month or later to build this rainwater catchment system.
Not in May, May to this time.
Yeah, we all do.
Before you're down.
The slides are all right there. All you have to do is advance.
Good morning, everyone. We are from Cal Poly Humboldt. This is the Arcata Elementary School Rainwater Catchment System presentation, and we'll introduce ourselves individually. I'm Clara Hernandez. I'm a senior at Cal Poly Humboldt. My major is environmental studies, and I'm going to graduate in May.
Hello, everybody. My name is Victor Garcia Balderas. I am a botany major at Cal Poly Humboldt, and I am currently a 4th year. I have 1 more semester, so I'll be graduating in December.
I have 3 semesters.
We just put cute pictures of where we selected our system to be located.
This is the garden site where the system will be feeding. So we have an apple orchard, and then just kind of miscellaneous plants, perennials in the boxes.
And you can kind of see just in the background there in that first picture, just the tiniest little peak of the building that we'll be building off of. So it's just right there. Really close. So this is our design, and Victor made our beautiful prototype.
Oh, yeah. So basically, after we selected the building, we took a picture and we first designed it through the computer, you know, and so we could kind of visualize it and show it to the people at Arcata Elementary, which is Dave. And after he approved and he made some modifications, and we went ahead and we created a 3D model of the system, so we could actually see it's going to end up the storage container itself is going to be about 3,000. It's going to be 3,000 gallons. So that's going to be a lot of water. The next graph will have like some pictures of how much water will be stored throughout the year. The differences between the first year versus the continuous years after that. But yeah, if you would like to look at this, you can, you know, feel free. We'll have it over there on that table, so you can just feel free to look at all the little details. We talk about the different systems, like the first flush system, if you know, something that came to question, but we can explain that as it goes. Oh, of course. Thank you. Yeah, and then this is a zoomed in version. So the tank itself will be 3,000 gallons. The little people, cardboard people, the taller person near the front is equivalent to 6 feet, and the little person in the back is a 12-year-old, 5-foot tall child. So I was like, wow. So we can see the differences in size. It's going to be about 9 feet tall, 7.9 feet wide. Yeah, and this is our system that we are planning to build soon.
So this is based off kind of a rough estimate of average based off our catchment area, which is a quarter of the roof, about 440 square feet. So based off that and an average estimated usage, this is our monthly rainfall collection potential from that space. Go to the next one. This is how much we'd be storing in the tank. So you can see we have clearly enough water to last them. And this is an average precipitation. So, I mean, recent years have been a lot lower than the average. I think still enough water for the summertime.
So this is our cost estimate. It's very rough right now. We haven't factored in our foundation yet or our interpretive panel, which will be a huge part of this. So right now our tank is sitting at just above 3,000, and that's our most expensive item. And then we have just some PVC pipe. We have a zip tie, really a big spender on that one, for a rough total of about 4,000. But again, that's very rough. So we're not quite at our grant money there. But yeah, and I guess we haven't really talked about the interpretive panel, but that's a big part of it. So we want to have something for the kids, but also for people like students, like, maybe the high school students or parents, or just people visiting the campus to be able to see how the system works and have some land acknowledgement and things like that on it. So. Thank you. Mostly for their garden and the orchard. And we have an overflow system, which you can see on the prototype if you choose to look at it a little bit later. And we're planning on angling it somewhat, it's a downhill orchard. So if there's any overflow, hopefully it just runs right into it.
We're talking about water completer too, water balance storage, what comes in versus what's going out to water everything.
Yeah, it's a very rough estimate of usage, so it's not exact by any means. It's just to see if we would have enough water to last throughout the summertime.
That was an engineer.
Anybody knows the house, gutters know you can get a lot of kind of gnarly stuff. Do you have some kind of screening that goes over the gutters to kind of keep the worst of the detritus?
Yeah, we do. There's actually a very large tree that they've named Big Ben that's right over the roof. So we'll be having the school clean out the gutters for us, and we'll be putting a screen over the gutter, which has been shown at CCAT before. So yeah, we didn't include it in there. It's like a lower cost item, so we didn't include any of the like screws or some of the cheaper stuff. That was mainly like our high points of spending.
There's also a first flush system, so the first rains tend to be the dirtiest after a long dry period. So the first flush would take that first rain, put it in a tank, and then the pressure would keep the rest of the water going into the main tank after that first flush.
And if you're more interested in looking at the details, you can certainly take a look at the prototype, and it's labeled as well. And we also have a little graph or a table that shows all the prices of everything that we're planning, or most of the parts that we're planning to include in there.
This is a district grant paying for this in our map. So when you give to Rotary Foundation, it comes back. I didn't want you to have to say it.
Are there any other questions? Thank you so much for being here. It's raffle time. The last four digits are 9470. Right. Okay. Go for the blue one. Oh, dollar on the table. And he gets $5. Yes. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Jim. Thanks, Jim.
And our guests don't need.
No, guests don't need to put $1 on the table. Thank you. Okay. 9452. 9452. Okay, it's Marty. Marty. The raffle was excruciating, but now we're there. You didn't hear what Marty said. He's like, see what a pain she is to live with? That's what he said. True. Okay. Foundation time, you know, it's Final Friday. We only have 2 more. And our newest on paper, Paul Harris Fellow. Our newest Paul Harris Fellow is actually this guy's granddaughter, but I don't have the stuff yet. So, Holly. Oh, I will say that in a minute. Thank you. Paul Harris Fellow, you know, this table is about to be in timeout. With duct tape, you know. So, a Paul Harris Fellow, I'm not there, is someone who, on their behalf or in person, has donated $1,000 to the Rotary Foundation. And now they're a Paul Harris Fellow, named after our founder, Paul Harris, who probably never visualized people like us being in Rotary, but here we are.
That's right.
And so I appreciate everyone's support, and thank you. I wasn't going to forget that. Thank you. And we don't stop at 1. Honestly, I bring in duct tape next time I'm here. But not Craig. No stopping at 1. And not only did he not stop at 1, he didn't stop at 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 because he's a Paul Harris Fellow plus 6. And it's always good to give credit to the founders, and also is the founder of our Final Friday auction. And I just try and keep it up. So, okay, now this is the update on Polio Plus. It's not great, but we're still working at it. And what's amazing to me is that the 2 years we've had of COVID didn't stop the effort to inoculate the children of the world against polio. And for those of you who don't know, when we're inoculating against polio, we're also immunizing against other diseases. So it's really been a great thing, in spite of some aid workers being murdered, and to try and stop what they're doing. So the people who keep immunizing children are our world heroes, and we should just have an applause. So that's an option. I can't help that. They're right there. So go to the chat. See all the bids that they. Yeah. Okay. Ian, are you watching the chat for bids?
Yes, I am. Yes, there's a slide for the auction too. Here we go.
We are. Now we can all pester.
Okay.
Now everyone can see.
Okay. So this was the discovery at the start of a project that's about to be undertaken by Ian and Stephanie and me to clean out that cupboard that has. So everyone who's at Sergeant at Arms knows about that cupboard. You have to open it and then stand back really quickly so the flags don't fall on you or whatever. So we're starting on it. And this I found last week, and it's a John Wessa original. Scott, you want to tell us about this a little bit?
This was a project in my year at 2011, I think. And it was about Rotary Heals the World. We created this with Rotary Band-Aid. The little Rotary symbols on the Band-Aid. I actually have the pin that matches the Rotary Band-Aid, and whoever bids on it, I'll give you the pin as well. But yeah, this was his take on
Terry.
Yes.
Unfortunately, Zoomers couldn't hear that.
Oh, okay. So this was done by John Wessa the year that Scott Heller was club president, and it's called Rotary Heals the World. It has a Rotary Band-Aid across a broken heart on the world. And John Wessa, for those of you who don't know, used to be a member of this club, and he actually I have a lot of his art that he donated, but he is great. No, we don't have.
Bring it back to the camera for a moment.
75. We're bidding at 75. So online people got to get into it. We have a beat for 75, 100. We have 100 out there. This is a one-time opportunity. You won't be able to get this again. You'll probably never see it again.
200.
200 for Terry. Terry will collect.
I want the pin. The pin is worth 300. Okay.
We have 200 for the pin and the painting online. All right, going once, going twice.
Thank you.
History experienced here. This is donated by Charlie. Which Charlie? This Charlie? Charlie. All right, we've got a $50 sushi spot gift card, $50 sushi spot gift card, a $50 Eureka Natural Foods gift card, $50 Eureka Natural Foods, and $15 to Ultimate Yogurt. You know that is just one yogurt right there. You can't control yourself in a yogurt shop. And to accompany all of that, we have a bottle of 2017 Saracena Malbec, a bottle of Saracena Malbec wine. So I'm going to start the bidding. I think I mathed that right. Do we have 150? 150 online? We got 150 from Joyce. We got 200. 200. We got 2 for 150. Joyce, are you outbidding 200? All right, we're at 200, John. We got to go higher. 225, 250 out here, John. 3 gift cards. Nice bottle of wine. 200 once. 200 twice. 200 sold.
We also have a virtual donation from John Gullum of a $100 gift card at Ramone's.
All right, do we have $100 for a $100 gift card to Ramone's?
100 in.
Ian gives 100. Do 125? Extra 25 to the club. Foundation.
Brandon for 125.
To Brandon. Oh, because Brandon's feeling guilty because he's not, the sound isn't working. Guilt works. Ian, you got 150?
Enjoy, Brandon.
All right, 125. So I know. Sold to Brandon. Ian, can you talk real loud about
This is another painting from my prior neighbor, Dana Ballard. She's an artist by profession, and this one I really like because it's such a still painting until you see the chaos in the lower corner. I don't know if we can get it back on camera here, but effectively it's a quiet street, but there's a running of the bulls going on down there. And she painted that one in Spain and donated it to our club to help the Rotary Foundation. This is a, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, a Guilty print. Bring it up closer for the bulls in the corner. Way down there in the street. Oh my gosh, that's chaos.
Ian got it so for us. So I'm looking at Jeff because the last time we had a print from this wonderful artist, it went home with Jeff. No pressure.
Like the last one, art is in the eye of the beholder. So do we have a starting bid? I start of 100? On your wall, in your office. Do we have 100 online? Starting bid. Sorry, I don't have a good
100.
100 for Ian? Do we have 150?
It's beautiful.
Ken for 110. Kenneth.
110 to Ken. Do we have 125? 125 online? We go to Ken. 110, once, twice. Solid.
We'll figure out how to get it to you, Ken. We might put it in the scary closet until next week. I don't know. And so we have Sushi Spot gift cards. Are we up to I think so. Yeah.
How much they worth?
$25. So it's 100.
Oh, we're doing them all together?
I think so.
All right, we have 4 $25 Sushi Spot gift cards. I'm gonna bid $100. Stand up here and bid against myself. Do we have 120, John? Smarter than him. Do we have 130? For Sushi Spot is in 3 cities now. Just in case anyone doesn't know, the Eureka Sushi Spot has opened up. I can attest to its quality. There we go.
130 for
130 for Randy?
For Randy, sorry.
You go 140? We got 140. I got 140 in the room. 150? Do we have 150?
Fundraiser, so you can pay more than 100.
You are allowed to pay more than, we got 150. Randy goes 150. Do we have 150?
Okay.
150, do we have 160? 150 once, twice? Randy, we will get these to you.
Thank you, Randy. We have a total. Thank you very much. 785. I was worried about not having enough time, and now we have extra time, which is great because we have guests. Can you folks stay a little bit if people have questions about your project? Sure, thank you. Okay. You need to come up here.
If anybody doesn't know, the Arcata Arts Institute up at Arcata High is putting on an evening of shorts. If you go to the Arcata Arts Institute website, you can buy tickets. I went last night. I saw 2 of the 3 shorts. I helped sell goodies, so I had to clean up for the 3rd act. But the first 2 acts were amazing. I'm not big into high school performances. I've been to a lot. My daughter's a senior. And she just does the sound. So I'm not even watching her perform, but they were really, really amazing. The first was the dance company, just really cool. And then the second one was Flip Turn. I won't give away, you know, why they called it that, but it was really good. I highly recommend you go online. I think tickets are like $10 or less. Support the Arcata High. It is playing, I believe, it is playing the evenings of March 25th. March 31st and April 1st at 7 p.m. And there is a matinee on March 26th. So here. There we go. There we go. Wait, oh. There we go. It was really awesome.
So I was just in San Luis Obispo for about a month, and it was really warm there. And I really wish I'd had some shorts.
Does anyone else have any announcements that nobody really cares to hear, but will listen?
Terri, we care. Thank you so much for hosting today.
So really, okay, I think there's really one more slide, and for some reason it's not going forward.
Click
So-
on the slide to get back to the Zoom. You're probably on the Zoom control.
You know, this technical stuff. Do you want to read this for us, Ian?
Sure. I have just one word. No other way to say it. Appreciation.
So President Ian writes a haiku for us every week, so that's how we end. And thank you again for all of you for being here. Thank you what you do as Rotarians in the world, and thank the rest of you for what you're doing to make the world a better place. We really appreciate you. It was great to see you again. I'm sorry that you didn't get much done in the 10 years since you were there. Just lost. So anyway, it's really great to see you. Thank you for the chocolate. Help yourself to the chocolate. And we are adjourned. Oh, I love to ring this bell.